Tez.
Welcome to the TezDown. Welcome.
Find the Tez.
Mic check 1 2. Welcome. Welcome to the TezDown.
Party time.
Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, research, education, and parody. Under this act, fair use is permitted use of copyrighted content that might otherwise infringe on the exclusive rights of copyright holders. The TezDown podcast is a platform for entertainment and education. Edutainment, a blend of education and entertainment, emphasizes content that informs while it entertains. The views expressed in this channel's commentary do not necessarily reflect or represent the views of the hosts, and may not always reflect the complete or verified accuracy of information presented. All content, including commentary, analysis, and discussion, falls within the legal parameters of fair use. We make no claims to ownership of any third-party content. This is the TezDown. Sports unscripted, culture unfiltered. Thank you for understanding. Oh man, let's get buttoned up, y'all. Welcome to the TezDown. It is me, I'm Tez, and I got a good show planned for you guys today. Let me tell you, there's a lot of things that are going on in the world right now. We've been covering a lot of this stuff every single day. And what we got in the chat? We got somebody in the chat already. What's up, Joe Jet? How you doing? Yeah, we've been covering a lot of stuff every single day. This morning, though, I do want to give you guys a treat. So I don't know if he's in here or not, but I got a treat from Classic. Y'all can thank him, and then we'll get into the rest of the show. How about that?
BClass live session. Like I said, I'm 16 countries ahead of you. International. Let's go. Hey, so many coach bags, I got beef with baby calves. Thinking that I'm broke, it's clear that you was sleeping math. I've been on this journey, you ain't see my path. Skip my local shows, now ain't no telling where I'm at. We talking time zones, I'm going back to the future. Call you on a Monday where I'm at, it's a Tuesday. Yeah, I'm international, you don't keep up, you gon' lose me. When I go back to Asia, part 2 of the movie. We was in the club, counting bottles, get stupid. Drunk out this world, mix it down with the hoolie. Wish that I was lying about this scene in my movie. You wish that you was rocking, but my movement start moving. High, too many bags, I stay flying out of here. Got the whole set, yeah, my luggage match my belt. Too many bags, I stay flying out of here. Got the whole set, yeah, my luggage match my belt. Too many bags, too many bags. Too many bags, too many bags, yeah, too many bags, I stay flying out of here. Got the whole set, yeah, my luggage match my belt. Yeah, my luggage match my belt. My shoes match my socks. The jeans, taper, Invicta, the watch. Gold or black, diamonds on top. I'm going crazy, went from braids to locks. The way the foreign bumping, you would tell me these ain't stock. I swear to God, these speakers came with the car. I'ma stack my money up. Till ain't nobody on the plane but the squad. Too many bags, I stay flying out of here. Got the whole set, yeah, my luggage match my belt. Too many bags, I stay flying out of here. Got the whole set, yeah, my luggage match my belt. Too many bags, too many bags. Too many bags, too many bags, yeah, too many bags, too many bags. Too many bags, too many, man. Boy, I'm such a lock, I'm counting M's I ain't got. I know the house I want and ain't nobody gon' buy it. I move with good vibes, ain't nobody gon' try it. And I don't do no leeches, getting rich sound exciting. Photo op, Mr. McBride fix the lighting. Melanated crazy in my aura get too shiny. When I buy my mansion, ain't none of y'all invited. I need a lot of space because I do not do confinement. Yeah, flyer than the rest of y'all. I'm a fighter pilot. I done flown over ocean air, slept through the silence. Been on boats bigger than the one Jack and Rose was riding. Been on coast where the water green and rocks look like they diamonds. I done been a few places, got a lot more that I'm plotting. I'm so cold with the freaking flow, I might go to the Arctic. I'm so fresh when I freaking dress, I might go on the carpet. Y'all might have got it faster, but I'm built to go the farthest. Too many bags, I stay flying out of here. Got the whole set, yeah, my luggage match my belt. Too many bags, I stay flying out of here. Got the whole set, yeah, my luggage match my belt. Hey, too many bags, too many bags, too many bags, too many bags, yeah, yeah. Too many bags, too many bags, too many bags, too many bags, yeah, yeah. Pure classic.
Yo, did that wake y'all up this afternoon or not? I want to know, did that wake you up yet? Got me feeling good. Now, obviously, that was a little bit ago. Classic done changed up a little bit, not changed up, but evolved, grew. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like being able to see it. I like being able to. Maybe we'd do it again. So if you guys missed out, which I'm sure a lot of you did, if you missed out on what we did in Chicago very recently, I'm going to help y'all out and give y'all a little taste.
Why you ain't say nothing? I'm only gonna do this once. You always knew I'd make it. Even the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? You believed in me the whole time, for real? Yeah. I couldn't tell. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something. Been watching my story all winter. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't call? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something? Put that on my.
Yo, we had a fantastic time at our show in the city of Chicago, and if you guys missed out, you're gonna have to catch the next one. The next one's gonna be in Georgia. Just letting y'all know, if y'all Georgia people, y'all close to Georgia, that's where you're gonna be able to find us at Raw Society Coalition. So let's get into our show today. All right, guys. There has been a mess in San Diego, and they did some stuff they shouldn't have done, and we're gonna talk about it. The title of today's show, while we're at it, what we got in here? We got Conversation with South Rain. What's up? What's up, Rain? How you doing? Rain in the building. He said, gotta have a neck brace for these bangers. That's fact, straight beast mode classic. Thanks, Classic, for the video. Thank you for allowing us to play it. I appreciate you a whole lot, brother. Today's video and today's episode of the TezDown is called Son Husbands. Now, everyone knows that YouTube has been having some problems lately. So if I do not see your chat and you try to chat me and I have not responded, or if I did not show it, I show every chat on the screen as long as it is not disrespectful to me or my constituents or the people in the chat. I show every chat. So if one of your chats doesn't come up and you don't see it, you can text it to me, or you can go on the Twitch stream and I'll see it on the Twitch stream. The Twitch stream is TezYShay24. That is TezZyshay24. I'll put an example of it up right here where you guys can get to it. So you guys can see this is the Twitch stream. You guys can find me there. If I do not see your comments on YouTube, you can find them on Twitch, and I will respond to your Twitch comments through here as well. You know what I mean? You'll see. I'll be able to see them both if they come up. If they don't come up, there's nothing I can do about that. Y'all, please don't jump down my throat for it. We're gonna jump into the first part. Police lose the case. Police lose the case.
On the night of October 24th, 2024, San Diego police officers responded to what they describe as a domestic violence call involving a handgun. A local videographer captured what happened during their response. It shows then 31-year-old Marcus Evans walking out of a house shirtless, with his hands raised, responding to officers. Later, police shoot Evans with 3 beanbag shotgun rounds, then release a police canine that bit him repeatedly. His legal team has reached an $875,000 settlement with the city related to allegations of excessive force from the incident. The city council approved the payout unanimously. In a written statement, Evans' attorney Dante Pride said, "While we both agree that the settlement amount is not enough for the ordeal he faced, Mr. Evans decided to take a discount so that he can move on with his life and not face 3 years or more of litigation." Police never found a gun or booked Evans into jail, according to Pride. He said Evans' injuries included a wound on his shin, bruised rib, and he had trouble opening and closing his left hand and gripping. Pride's statement went on to say, "I think the SDPD officer's conduct was disgraceful and despicable." In a related lawsuit, the First Amendment Coalition is suing the city of San Diego to obtain all public records about the police department's use of force on Evans.
It's about public accountability for the police department. It's really about the police department's obligation to produce records where there's been a police-involved shooting.
David Snyder is executive director of the organization. He says that the city has not produced most records, like audio and video files, related to the incident.
The city has filed their answer, which is the formal responsive pleading that they're required to file. And we don't yet have a hearing date, so the lawsuit is in process.
Attorney Dante Pride says the settlement approved by the city council resolves the civil lawsuit. Jacob Ayer, KPBS News.
So the First Amendment Coalition filed a lawsuit today asking the city to release police records related to officers' use of force against 31-year-old Marcus Evans. He was shot 3 times with a beanbag shotgun and bitten by a police dog last October. Police body cam video shows the whole thing unfold. NBC 7's Dave Summers explains what the coalition hopes to gain by this latest court action.
As painful as it might be to watch Marcus Evans being taken into custody, the First Amendment Coalition is not after compensation with his lawsuit, but instead transparency.
The people have a right to the full story, not just the official story.
First Amendment Coalition legal director David Lloyd says the organization was flatly refused when they requested police records pertaining to Evans' case. He says they asked for body-worn camera footage of the incident, use of force, and after-action reports. Lloyd says California law supports the release of such records even while the case is being investigated.
Regardless of whether that force was justified or not, regardless of whether the officer was disciplined, regardless of whether there's any other action against the officer.
Police were called to Evans and Canto home last October. Initial complaints alleged he was holding a woman at gunpoint. Evans came out of the home unarmed, wearing only loose gym shorts. Instead of complying with their commands, he sat, then paid a heavy price. 3 times police fired less lethal beanbag rounds from a shotgun, then sent in a canine officer.
This is something I don't even really know how to feel.
Evans' attorney says Marcus suffered severe injuries to several parts of his body.
I feel for my nephew because, like he said, he didn't do anything wrong. He came out hands up.
A weapon was never found. Evans wasn't charged with a crime or even booked into jail. 2 days after the October incident, San Diego police spokesperson Ashley Nichols told NBC7, video of this situation, as with many uses of force, was likely difficult for some community members to watch. We understand that and are committed to doing a thorough investigation, which once completed will be reviewed by the Commission on Police Practices.
We're trying to get through this. It's a long road to healing and recovery.
In March, the family filed a civil rights lawsuit, which is still ongoing. This new lawsuit asks,
Do the people have a right to the full story? Do the people have a right to all of the police records documenting what happened?
we're getting basically the same response from the city and police department that the coalition is getting. Just today, a police department spokesperson tells NBC7 that they don't comment while the internal investigation is ongoing. A city attorney spokesperson tells us they don't comment on pending litigation. At police headquarters, I'm Dave Summers, NBC7.
And
you see, here's one of the main issues that I'm seeing. Once again, we have police, law enforcement, who are taking liberties over somebody else's life. They shot this man so many times with that BB gun or that beanbag gun. He was unarmed. He was shoeless. He came out with his hands up. You know, he showed them, I got no weapons. He did a full 360, and they did this to him anyway. They let the dog go on him. You know, it is disgusting how they see us. They not only filed a civil rights complaint. So if you guys missed it, they called the police. Someone called the police on him and said that he was holding a woman in an apartment at gunpoint. The woman never agreed that she had anything to do with it. So the lawsuit wasn't against her. It was against someone. They don't know who it was other than the police department. We don't know. What we do know is he settled for $875,000, which is much lower than what he would have gotten if he would have just waited it out. You know, he agreed to the lower amount, you know, in the police department. All of them basically get off scot-free unless they have any internal investigations that are going on. This is disgusting. This is disgusting. I'm glad that he won his lawsuit, but there needs to be a lot more done. Just winning a lawsuit against the police when this type of thing happens isn't enough. Just like, and then they dangle money in front of your face, not even $1 million. They dangle money in front of your face, money that they know that you don't have, so that you can just accept it and move about your business because you see that money, that tax-free money in your head. Now, the funny thing about this is, who knows when they're going to pay that out? More power to this guy. Hopefully that, you know, that there's some reforms that are being done in the San Diego Police Department, but this is despicable. This is disgusting. And I'm not happy about it. McKinnon said, if he fought back against that dog, he'd still get charged with attacking an officer. Yeah, he would. Even though it was illegally attacking him, he still would have gotten charged with attacking an officer. What's up, T&J? Nice to see you in here. What's up, everybody else? If you guys could stop and do me a favor and hit the like button. So if you're on the long form of the content, hit the X button in the corner of the live chat. It won't send you out the chat. And then hit the thumbs up. That's the real like button. The heart button is not the real like button. The heart button is just for live reactions. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. Do the free stuff, guys. It helps me out a lot and puts me in the algorithm. As you are well aware, we are pushing our way back towards the algorithm after we are no longer shadow banned. So my shadow ban was lifted at 12 a.m. this morning, and now we're back, and now we're about to try to make history here on the TezDown. So I appreciate all of you guys that are in here. Y'all are the ones. I'm the one, you know, said to let you know. And we're going to get into the meat of our show today. We got to keep it moving, guys. Let's walk this down. Now, I do have a question. Is this appropriate? What we're about to see, is it appropriate? And I really want to know. There's some things that they're kind of close to my heart, and I want to talk about them a little bit in detail. So we're going to watch these videos, and then we're going to react as authentically as possible about this. You guys get active in the chat, all right? I need y'all. If you didn't hear me before, if I'm not reading your comments, it's because YouTube is having a glitch to where most of the comments that come up aren't seen. So you can go on Twitch. If I don't see your comment and I'm not reading your comment, it's because it didn't pop up on my screen. You can go on Twitch. I'll see them all on Twitch. That's my Twitch handle. That's me on Twitch. It looks just like me. As you guys can see, I haven't aged that much in a decade, but I still look good, don't I? I look damn good. All right, let's go. Roxy said, wow, that's horrible. So because he didn't follow exact instructions, she should have been attacked. Would it have been better to come out only in his skin and no shorts? They probably would have got him for indecent exposure if he would have done that. So much for innocent until proven guilty. That's never been a thing, Roxy. That's never been a thing. So is this appropriate? You guys tell me. In the society that we live in today, there's a prevailing thing with people and their children. There are dads who treat their daughters as if they're their significant others. This is my forever wife or my forever baby, the love of my life, all of these things that you say. But more prevalent is mothers who disproportionately dote on their sons. What does that do to the son's ego? How does that cause him to grow up? And then how does that affect his relationship with women in the future? These are all questions that we're going to be asking today, and we're trying to test that down, and we're trying to figure it out. So you guys think about it. Feel free. What's up, Kira? How you doing today? What's up, Kira? Y'all welcome Kira to the chat. How y'all doing? If you guys could share me out a little bit, that would be nice too. You know, we are building this channel from the ground up. We started with 0 subscribers. We're at 318, y'all. So let's just pat ourselves on the back real quick. We're at 318 in a few short months, not even 3 whole months yet. And we're at 318 and we're pushing towards 500 so we can get the monetization up on this channel. We're putting out some good content, and we're just trying to make sure that everybody is tapped in. So as much as possible, share it out, send it to your people. Guys can follow my IG, which is Soul Reaper 24, and share the story on there too. You guys can see that. You guys can just click share on there and get it to your followers too. We're trying to pump this thing up. So again, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, enjoy the content. Roxy said, facts, you're not wrong. Always guilty until we can prove your guilt or create some evidence to make you be guilty. Exactly, Roxy. So let's move on with the show today, guys. We got to find out how the situation with the son husbands looks. And let's see what it does to us today.
It's shocking how many stories
the wrong one. Let's get the right one.
It's shocking how many stories.
Oh, why is it not showing it to me? Well, guys, I'm gonna get this in here. Let me fix it. It's not showing me the video, but I'm gonna go back and get it because I already had the video. I can go back and just get it from here. That's unfortunate. I know I put that on there more than once. Let's go. This is gonna be good, y'all. We got it. Let's do it. Woo!
Forcing my son to go no contact with me, you ugly monster. You literally threw yourself a baby shower when you found out that I was pregnant. You're acting like it's your baby. I didn't know that it was illegal to be excited about becoming a new mom. I've literally done nothing wrong. You were going to be a grandma, not a mother. Stop referring to my child as yours. It's creepy.
Yeah, today we're talking about toxic boy moms. Now, full disclaimer, this video is for educational purposes only. I am not here to call out anybody's mama directly. But if you feel like you are being personally attacked, you might want to stick around. I think we can all agree that there is a difference between loving your kid and trying to date them. These are the toxic boy moms. Those moms who act like they're starring in some kind of romantic, weird drama instead of just, being a mother. Sometimes it feels like you're asking for too much.
So second baby, what is it, boy or girl? Oh, it's a boy. Thank God. Why is that a thank God? Well, now you finally get to feel a mother's love. I love my daughter. Right, but with a boy.
Ooh.
With a boy, it's just different. Okay. I have a lot of problems, but I don't have your problem.
Now, obviously, this was a skit as well as the first video. The intro was a skit as well. I get it. But there are some toxic boy moms that are like this in real life. I promise you, if I am talking to you out in the street and Get out of here, man. As you're talking about you being excited to be a boy mom, I'm calling CPS. I know you haven't given birth to your child, but I'm calling CPS. There's something weird and a little uncomfortable, actually a lot of uncomfortable about that. That's not a word, a lot of uncomfortable. I'm calling CPS regardless.
You better you let me go out, promise to God.
She promised to God.
Okay.
Praise the Lord.
I'm fixing to look at my life.
Come on, man. Hey.
Yo, this is I gotta ask. So, are there any mothers in the chat right now? If there are mothers in the chat, would you have your son? Would you be sitting up on your son like this? I just gotta know. Would you be sitting up on him like that? Like, I'm not the type of person that I love my mom. I do. I love my mom. After everything that's going on in this world, I can honestly say that I love my mother. I'm not in a relationship with my mom, and I never have been. I've never looked at my mom and been like, oh, yeah, that's the love of my life, and every woman must compare. No, I've never thought that, not even once. Kira says, hell no. And I got to agree with you, Kira. It's a hell no for me as well. I just don't understand this type of behavior. Is this being driven by the fact that, like, let's just ask the question. Is this because you don't have the man that you want and your son is the replacement? I don't know.
Hey there, hey there. I didn't wash my face this morning.
Now, some of y'all may see that video and say, girl, that is a stretch. You know what? It's not. I was going to say, it may be a stretch, but it's not. That's weird. I'm just going to say it. That's weird. Do you guys need me to say more? It's weird. That's it. Now, those were just some of the clips. We're going to get into others here in a bit. Here's the thing. We get it. You brought this little dude into this world, raised him, probably cleaned up some really gross things that I will not be mentioning in this video, but that doesn't mean you have to be the CEO of his life until the day that he dies. At some point, he's got to grow up. I know. Grow up into a man, and you don't have to be the mommy that is monitoring him every single step of the journey.
Yeah, so she made a good point. Your son has to become a man. Now, we're not talking about the toxic masculine. We're talking about a man in general. A full functioning adult. How can your son become a fully functioning adult if this is what you're doing to him? McKinnon said, look, this world isn't getting any easier. And while they need to feel your love, they also need to be ready to be without you, boy or girl. Back 30 feet up. Now, I got to agree with McKinnon. Why are you kissing all over your son's face, nose, and mouth? That's nasty. Rigid Vibration said, if that happened to me, I'm going to ask why she doesn't do this around people. Yeah. If my mom would have done that to me, I would have been like, Mama, why is you not doing this around nobody else? Why is you only doing this at home or with like close family members that don't judge you? I know my grandfather would have never gone if he would have seen my mom. My grandfather was a tough man. Hands the size of baseball mitts. Now, my grandfather passed away before I reached my full maturity. And by full maturity, I mean he was gone before I was even 23 years old. And so I don't know how it measure up against him. Like that's how long ago this was for me. It was like what, 15 years ago, 16 years ago. Like my grandfather was gone, but I remember my grandfather having massive meat hooks for hands, and he would work outside and he would wear his old leather boots and walk to work every day, rain or shine. My grandfather, like y'all didn't know this, my grandfather had 4 cars. He had 4 cars. He had 2 Cadillacs. He had a 5.0 Mustang. And then he had another red Beretta that he ended up giving me. But 3 cars actually at 5 at one point, and a motorhome. He still walked to work every single day. He still did. Took his metal lunchbox to work every single day. No matter what type of job that he was doing. I ain't gonna dox my grandfather or nothing like that. But the Chicago winters, especially on the South Side, we was in the 40s, and I'm talking about the numbers. Every day I'd watch this man get up and go to work. Get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, be out the house by 4:30, at work by 5 o'clock walking, and then come back around the same time, 6 p.m. at night, 6 p.m. at night, walking home, depending on how, his job went that day. And if my grandfather would have seen my mom or any of my aunties, because my grandfather didn't have any sons that we know about. That's all I gotta say. He didn't have any sons that we know about. But there are speculations about that. My grandfather, rest in peace, Wiley Terry. I might play one of his songs one day. I'm not going to play any of his music today. No. Y'all got to wait for that one. But man, why are you doing this to your boys? Your boys will never grow up if they never get off the teat. What's up, Classic in the building? Classic, I don't know if you was in here, but we debuted one of your videos today. Don't worry, guys. We already got a super chat in the building. It's not a real super chat, but we already got a super chat in the building. So we were gonna. So if you guys don't know, for the record, streaming at the bottom of the screen is my Cash App and my Zelle. If you want a super chat, you want me to say something, then and I missed something, or if you want me to play something, I do it from there. But as of right now, that's what we got going on because we ain't at 500 subscribers yet on this new channel. Y'all can help me get there. Yes, you can. But we got one in because they wanted to see Classic's video again. So at the conclusion of this segment, whenever that may be, we will be playing Classic's video again. Once again, thank you, Classic, for allowing everyone from the RSC to use your music royalty free. We really do appreciate you. Roxy said, I will never. And not Roxy, conversation with Soft Rain. Sorry, white ladies. I had to, but she said I would never. Roxy said that mom probably says no one will ever be good enough from her son because she is probably going to push everyone he ever brings home away fast. SF. Yeah, I believe it too. Let's get back into the video, y'all.
Especially when he is married. Now, if it wasn't already obvious, I'm going to clarify. I'm not saying all boy moms are toxic moms, but there are some toxic moms and we're going to get into them. I know you guys know the type I'm talking about. Now, some of these won't be shown in these TikTok clips, but y'all know the moms who are like, nobody will love you like I do. And while that's true, because let's be real, no one wants to love your son the same way you do, it's not healthy. You've got some moms out here doing all kinds of weird things, texting their sons all day like they're in some type of long distance relationship, grilling their son's girlfriend or wife like they're trying to steal her man, and making him feel guilty if he so as much as suggests living or moving away 10 miles. Like, ma'am, it's called personal space, not a conspiracy against you. And let's not forget about the wives and the girlfriends who are caught in this crossfire, this toxic nonsense. These poor souls are just trying to get some quality time with their guy. Meanwhile, his mom is out here feeling like she's being cheated on. She'll criticize every single thing. Why does she cook like that? Why does she look at me like that? Why does she look at you like that? Why does she love you like I do? Lady, he's not replacing you. He's just out here trying to live a normal life with someone who didn't give birth to him. Now, if you didn't know, parental love and romantic love are not the same and never will be. You're supposed to love your kid, but not like that.
Yo, I gotta say, hey, y'all need to get them likes up. I don't got enough likes in here right now, and I got a bunch of people watching. I don't even have half the likes of the people watching right now. Let's go ahead. Y'all hook me up because you know what we're doing here today.
God damn, Jimmy. This is some serious gourmet shit.
Yeah, I'm not going to give it to you light. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to take care of you. Y'all are in here because y'all know that everybody else that's live right now is not as good as me. They not. Y'all know that they ask me all the time.
Why not me? He's good. You're not. I'm better than him. You're worse.
And that's the truth. So let's just keep it moving now. Y'all, thank you for the likes. I appreciate that. Y'all are doing great today.
A mom is about nurturing, guiding, and eventually stepping back.
Nasty
Romantic love, that's about partnership, equality, and not following him around like a helicopter with a built-in guilt complex. If you're a toxic boy mom, it's time to set him free. And by free, I mean stop texting him 24/7. Let him make his own decisions, and please stop pretending his wife or girlfriend is trying to dethrone you. You're not the queen of his heart anymore. It is time to gracefully retire. Gracefully. At the end of the day, real love, whether it is parental or romantic, doesn't suffocate or...
So, Classic, you brought up an interesting thing. So, Oedipus Rex, the Oedipus complex, Oedipus Rex was a character in some of the Greek stories that fell in love with his mother. And all day long, that's all he cared about was loving his mother. This can happen if you have this type of smother. I call them smothers. This can happen. You can fall in love with your mother, and then no one will ever appeal to you outside of your mother. Every woman that you try to date is nowhere near as good as your mom because she instilled that within you. There is a way to love your kid without making your kid feel as if they're your husband.
control, and that can go for a lot of things. It respects boundaries, lets people grow, and recognizes that your kid isn't your emotional support system for life, nor is he a replacement for your whack partner. And if you think I'm reaching, go ahead and watch other TikToks that I'm not including in this video. You have given your son his wings. Now just let him fly. And this means even if he is flying straight into a relationship that doesn't require your stamp of approval on every flight plan. So the caption on this clip says, when you realize you're gonna have to share the love of your life, my baby boy, with another female one day. And it's the song, let me go ahead and pour myself a whiskey. If you're into country music like I am, you know the song I'm talking about. But and the thing with these videos is most of them, the kids aren't even 18. They're usually below that, and it's just weird and cringe, nasty, disgusting. Your child isn't grown up yet, and you already putting this in your head, and you're showing your true colors before he even finds his first love. Y'all. And as you guys can see in this one, a mother is a son's first true love. Now, a son, especially the first son, is a mother's last true love.
I said no. Why not? I don't want to.
Love. Now it may be a mother's last true love, but it definitely is not a son's last love. I'm uncomfortable, if you guys can't tell, and it is part, y'all heard that? It is part of the reason why I can't articulate.
Yo. What is going on in our society right now? Seriously, you can't tell me that this is not a problem. Son and mother are crotch to crotch. That is nasty. She is riding her son. McKinnon said, I tend to be on the other side of a lot of conversations about women. But here, these mothers have issues or traumas. My wife and I love our kids, but we still want our life without them later. See, I always thought that as being a parent was about raising your children and putting them in a position to succeed in life on their own. You put your kids in a position to succeed without you, to have their own life, to retire your parent flag and become grandparent, and maybe even mentor if you were a very good parent who your kids trusted. And even if they don't trust you, 9 times out of 10, if you were a good parent, you didn't overstep your boundaries, you didn't push your traumas on them, you didn't teach them things that were disgusting and nasty, and you didn't belittle them, and you allowed them to grow and be successful, and you nurtured all the things about them that turned them into good people, then you probably will have them coming back to you in their lives when they face problems that they saw you face and say, hey, Pops, hey, Mom, how did you guys handle this? I know I talk to my dad. I talk to my dad when I have a man problem. My dad has been a man twice as long as me. So I talk to my dad. I don't have any of my grandfathers anymore. Not a single one of them. Not even my step-grandfather. They're all gone. You know, I had great men in my family. I had great men that I could speak to. So now I talk to my uncle. Now I talk to my dad. Now I talk to my mentor. Now I talk to my guys who I do trust for situations that maybe they're in that I'm not, or situations that I am finding myself in that they already went through. As you guys are well aware of, I was a late parent. I didn't have my kids straight out of high school. You know, I didn't make any of those quote unquote mistakes or nothing like that. You know, I picked my spot. And it was it's the right time to pick a spot. You know, maybe it didn't work out the way I wanted it to in the end, but I still picked my spot. And that's why I don't have those same problems. Conversation with Soft Rain said, no. Roxy said, that's just creepy AF. Hell no, absolutely not. So let me ask the question here for anyone that thinks that this might be appropriate and that I shouldn't judge them. If my 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, no matter what age my daughter is, if my daughter is straddling me this way, how does that make me look? You probably call me all types of names. You probably say that I'm not a very good father, that I'm not protecting, you know, my kid. You know what I mean? If I am not carrying my daughter as a child, I mean, just the other day on one of our affiliate shows, We had people disagreeing with 50 Cent's 10-year-old son who was sitting on his knee while 50 instructed him, and they said that was gross. This is worse. Let's not bring up how many people get away with what they do to the kids in the schools, the female teachers. We're not going to talk about that today. That is for another day. If you guys want me to do the Mary Kay Letourneau story at some point, you guys let me know. I know a lot of y'all do like the little times that I go into a lot of the crime stuff that's going on. We haven't been doing a lot of that lately. Maybe I'll do a special for y'all one day if I get enough comments, if I get enough likes, if I get enough shares. Maybe I'll do it as a 500 subscribers special. So Conversation with Soft Rain, I will do the segments for you if we get to 500 subscribers. So as the first lady of the RSC, I gave you a little job to do. Let's keep it moving, y'all. We got a little bit more of this to go.
Like my words right now. It is weird. And then we have this mom who says, just making my son's girlfriend a sandwich as she eats everything in my house. And that's chili powder with ham is what she's going to throw in there. Y'all are weird, and I bet that sandwich is for you, you weirdo. So there's a trend that's going on where it says teaching my blank to blank so that your blank can't blank. Y'all will understand. It is very petty. Let's get into it. So this clip is teaching my son how to cook.
Yo, there's way too many things that could be. There are way. You welcome, Rain. You welcome. I do a lot of stuff to make sure that y'all are taken care of. Some creepy kind of vice versa. And as far as what I'm saying is, I do like to keep women safe. If y'all missed the women's safety episode on how to keep women safe and how they would like to be kept safe, go and watch the video from yesterday. It's called Women Don't Feel Safe. It was great. People loved it. I loved it. Maybe somebody else might have loved it too. Maybe if you show it to your friends, they might like it. Yes, mystery and crime thriller, Tez. Yes. Well, ladies, if you guys want me to do another mystery and crime thriller, you guys need to get my subs to 500. If you guys get my subs to 500, I will do it that day.
So he's not impressed by your crusty daughter's PB&J. So for one, we can all agree, weird. But secondly, you're already coming up with this idea of your potential daughter-in-law, or unless you don't want your son to be married, being crusty and making just a PB&J. Also, cooking is just a life skill for everybody. Now, if the daughter-in-law prefers to be in the kitchen and she just wants to cook up for your son, that is cool. But your son still needs to know how to feed himself, whether there is a woman in his life or not. Next up, we have teaching my son how to cook so your daughter is not only preparing cereal and ramen noodles for him. Weird, strange. The same things I said in the beginning is how I'm feeling right now. Very uncomfortable. Teaching my son how to cook so he doesn't have to depend on your non-cooking daughter. What a shame to assume that his future wife can't cook, a basic life skill that everybody should have. And then these boy moms just give you like, oh, look, like, girl, you're not winning. Matter of fact, you're just making us all uncomfortable.
How come you can't just teach your son how to cook? Because learning how to cook is a good skill as a person. As a human being, not knowing how to cook is not a good thing. I don't care about patriarchal rules. I don't care about matriarchal rules. I don't care about any of that gender norm stuff. We're not talking about that right now. If you don't know how to cook as a human being, you're doing yourself a disservice. You probably spend a lot of money on processed foods, eating outside your house, and just being inefficient. Like, that's terrible.
Teaching my son to cook so he's not impressed by your frozen pizza daughter. Teaching my sons to cook so your hot pocket thoughty daughter doesn't impress him. Now, the reason I said this trend is very petty is because it's the battle of the parents and their daughters and sons that have no idea or may have some sort of idea of what's going on depending on how young or older they are. The dads came out and this dad said, teaching my daughters how to cook so she can bring me my food while I'm on 2K. Now, this one made me chuckle because it's a little lighthearted, but it's also like, bro, get up and make your own food. Anyways, I digress with this one. It's a nice little calm after the storm that we had. And then this dad says, teaching my daughter how to properly cook a steak so she's not impressed by your dusty son's well done steak. The energy is being reciprocated. The fact that your son-in-law is going to be dusty in your eyes, that's weird. It's weird.
Yeah,
it's strange. I'm uncomfortable. Why am I putting myself in this situation? And then we have a teaching my daughter how to be the king of the grill so she doesn't need your dusty son once again to cook for her. Y'all are just petty parents that have a lot.
Yeah, they're petty parents who don't. How much? I'd bet $1 to a donut that they're single parents and that they're angry with the person's father. And in the other case, they might be angry with the person's mother. Rigid Vibration said, I had a crush on my older cousin, and I never thought anything actual. I was 5 to 8 years old. She was the 6-foot tomboy. I would say that a lot of people over the years, especially in the South, have had crushes on their cousins when they're 5 to 8 years old. That's pretty normal, as from what I can see. Those are the only women that you know or men that you know, but nothing happens. And then you grow out of it as soon as you hit the age of, I'm 9, I'm 10, dating your cousin is weird. You don't know anything about any of that stuff anyway. At least you shouldn't. A 5 to a 6-year-old shouldn't know anything about actual relations. Not at all. If your 5 to 6-year-old knows in-depth information about this, take their phone and their tablet away. That's what you should do. Limit their time on the internet. It's not made for kids. Rocky said, we need to teach our kids necessary household skill sets. Yes, we do. McKinnon said, teaching my sons and daughters to cook because eating is necessary for survival. Parenting isn't a trend. Exactly, McKinnon. I have to agree with you 100%.
A lot of time in y'all's hands, all right? Because what the heck is going on? Not all parents are some weirdos, and there were some parents to come and save the day and understand that cooking or cleaning, whatever, is just a basic life skill that everybody has to have. This dad over here said, teaching my son to cook so he doesn't grow up thinking cooking is a woman's job. That is very refreshing to see. There is hope for humanity out there.
Yo, before y'all jump down my throat for saying this, me and my boys is better cooks than all of y'all ladies. Me and my boys are better cooks than all of y'all ladies. All of us can cook better than y'all. Every single one of us. Every single one of us. I'm gonna tell y'all, every time that I talk to a dude that's about to go cook up something good, every single time, he's in the right sections in the store. He got the right recipes, the right ingredients. He ain't throwing no lazy Alfredo together. I could dive into some of the, some of the delicacies that they have made, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to put the guys out on Front Street. I have friends that are chefs too, and let me tell you, the cuisine is exquisite. The cuisine is exquisite. I myself have been known to throw down a little bit. Oh boy! Yes! One bite. That's the way you gonna feel. You take one bite. Look, I done had a couple of chicks in the past that I cooked for them, and they didn't show up. And then they were like, "Oh, what did you make?" I'm petty. I showed them what I made. And then I sent a picture of me sitting there eating it by myself and then blocked their phone numbers. This was a long time ago, y'all. I used to do stuff like that. I definitely did. And it was real good stuff, man.
God damn, Jimmy. This some serious gourmet shit.
Yeah. Classic said, hey, I can't lie. I'm definitely nice in the kitchen. Kira said, Tez, you're not touching me in the kitchen. Look, Kira, I probably believe you, but until you show me something, I'm gonna stand on my laurels here. And I think I'm one of the best in the kitchen that there is. You know what I'm saying? My culinary expertise is exquisite. My taste buds are very happy afterwards. And if you taste some of my food, it might be a hoot nanny in your mouth. You might have the same reaction that Shannon be having. You might have that same reaction. Oh boy! Yes! Yeah, you know what I'm saying? What she say? Hold on. She said, y'all men need a cooking show then. Show us ladies how y'all get down. I have been on a cooking show on multiple occasions. It's called A Seat at the Dinner Table. I was just on this show a couple of days ago, and you probably missed it. I don't know how you did that, but you did. We was talking about all.
So she doesn't need your dusty son once again to cook for her. Y'all are just petty parents that have a lot of time in y'all's hands, all right? because what the heck is going on? Not all parents are some weirdos, and there were some parents to come and save the day and understand that cooking or cleaning, whatever, is just a basic life skill that everybody has to have. This dad over here said, teaching my son to cook so he doesn't grow up thinking cooking is a woman's job. That is very refreshing to see. There is hope for humanity out there. Not all parents are petty. Not that I expected there to be all parents that are petty, but I'm just saying. This is a breath of fresh air. Next up, we have this mom who says, teaching my son to cook so he can cook, period. For himself, for others, maybe your daughter or your son, and then they can all eat. A bon appetit. Literally. Cooking for your friends, cooking for his future wife, cooking for his friends, whatever the case is, she understands the assignment.
McKinnon said, Tez puts raisins in his potato salad. Don't let him lie to you. McKinnon, I didn't think that I was hiding it very well. And I didn't think that I was hiding it well enough. But I am a black man, and putting raisins in my potato salad is akin to calling me the hard R. Okay? Disrespecting me. You know what, McKinnon? You know what? We ain't never disagreed until right now, McKinnon. I'm gonna have to walk you down, McKinnon. Definitely ain't putting no raisins in my potato salad. Hell no. No. We don't do those here. That is a faux pas. And if somebody puts raisins in their potato salad, please do not invite me to your barbecue. And even if you did invite me, let's be honest, I'm probably not showing up anyway. I don't like to leave and go places with people and do things with people because that's the type of stuff that happens. You guys, you know what? You know what, guys? Let's take a break for a second. Let's take a quick break because people don't believe that I'd be trying to throw it down a little bit. Threw it down a little bit.
Making today.
What's up, Moon Song? It's something slight, y'all.
I'm way past gone, and I just see the bottom of this bottle. I just woke up to a room full of models who know that I ain't calling them tomorrow. It's been so long since I've been on this level right here, waking up after.
Now that was just a little shepherd's pie. I'm not about to let them grab me for playing too much of that, but she said I'm praying. She said, McKinnon, I'm praying that's not try. I don't think it. I don't know what you was trying to say, but I got the gist. I got the gist. Let's go back to our thing. No, that wasn't the thing. That was just a little shepherd's pie, man. That's years old. You know, we can't be doing all of that no more. We have to worry about our health. But yeah, we don't play that. We don't play that pepper spicy stuff. We don't play that raisins in the potato salad stuff. No, I could cook from like 8 different types of what do you call those 8 different types of demographics? Oh yeah.
Bone apple feet. Y'all know that y'all know. Some of y'all may get it, some of y'all may not. It's not a big deal. And then we have this mother who a lot of people may have misinterpreted it. And if you think I'm not understanding it and I am tripping for thinking this way, let me know in the comment section below. Watching my son snuggle with his girlfriend while he recovers from surgery. Remembering when he used to snuggle me for comfort. Watching them grow up is bittersweet. Now, a lot of people took this as a toxic boy mom. Personally, I don't think it is, because she says, remembering when he used to cuddle me for comfort when he was feeling ill. And now she is glad, although bittersweet, that he has somebody to comfort him in rough times. That's how I understood it. And it isn't toxic in my opinion. And this next mother, in my opinion, takes the cake, because a toxic boy mom would have loved this opportunity that was pretty much handed to her.
Would you marry me, Mom? Would you marry me? Would you marry me?
No, you don't. No.
Why? Why you ain't with me?
I'm your mommy.
But you ain't too.
You gotta ask another girl.
Why?
I can't be your wife.
Why?
I can only be your mom.
You would be like. I can be a princess. Will you marry me?
I could be a princess when somebody else marry me.
I marry you.
Good job, Mom.
I said marry you, Mom. I didn't marry you.
I like how the mom is just sitting there like, anyways, and some of y'all may be like, oh no, you're rejecting your son. No.
Yes.
As he should be rejected.
Yes, reject him.
His mom should not be his wife. And y'all may think, oh, it's a stretch. I don't care. Call me a stretch. I'm stretching right now. Okay, there we go. There's your stretch. Now, I don't typically put people's usernames because I've had in the past people going to bully.
Did she say that it was time for a stretch? I think she did. So we got since we had a super chat through the use of Cash App, we are going to do a special stretch. Thanks, Classic.
BClass live session. Like I said, I'm 16 countries ahead of you. International.
Y'all stretch it out. Let's go.
Hey, so many coach bags, I got beef with baby calves. Thinking that I'm broke, it's clear that you was sleeping math. I've been on this journey, you ain't see my path. Skip my local shows, now ain't no telling where I'm at. We talking time zones, I'm going back to the future. Call you on a Monday where I'm at, it's a Tuesday. Yeah, I'm international, you don't keep up, you gon' lose me.
Let's get that head moving, y'all.
Part 2 of the movie. We was in the club, counting bottles, get stupid.
Other way around, y'all.
Got this world, mix it down with the hula.
Give me at least 10 rotations.
I was lying about this scene in my movie. You wish that you was rocking, but my movement start moving. High, too many bags, I stay flying out of here. Got the whole set, yeah, my luggage match my belt. Too many bags, I stay flying out of here. Got the whole set, yeah, my luggage match my belt. Too many bags, too many bags. Too many bags, too many bags. Yeah, yeah, too many bags, I stay flying out of here. Got the whole set, yeah, my luggage match my belt. Yeah, my luggage match my belt. My shoes match my socks. The jeans, tape, Invicta, the watch. Gold or black, diamonds on top. I'm going crazy, went from braids to locks. The way the foreign bumping, you would tell me these ain't stock. I swear to God, these speakers came with the car. I'ma stack my money up, till ain't nobody on the plane but the squad. Too many bags, I stay flying out of here. Got the whole set, yeah, my luggage match my belt. Too many bags, I stay flying out of here. Got the whole set, yeah, my luggage match my belt. Too many bags, too many bags. Too many bags, too many bags. Yeah, yeah, too many bags, too many bags. Too many bags, too many, man. Boy, I'm such a lock, I'm counting M's I ain't got. I know the house I want and ain't nobody gon' buy it. I move with good vibes, ain't nobody gon' try it. And I don't do no leeches, getting rich sound exciting. Photo op, Mr. McBride fix the lighting. Melanated crazy in my aura, get you shiny. When I buy my mansion, ain't none of y'all invited. I need a lot of space because I do not do confinement. Yeah, flyer than the rest of y'all, I'm a fighter pilot. I done flown over ocean air, slept through the silence. Been on boats bigger than the one Jack and Rose was riding. Been on coast where the water green and rocks look like they diamonds. I done been a few places, got a lot more that I'm plotting. I'm so cold with the freaking flow, I might go to the Arctic. I'm so fresh when I freaking dress, I might go on the carpet. Y'all might have got it faster, but I'm built to go the farthest. Too many bags, I stay flying out of here. Got the whole set, yeah, my luggage match my belt. Too many bags, I stay flying out of here.
They paid for it.
Set, yeah, my luggage match my belt.
It is good.
Too many bags, too
it's
many
good.
bags. Too many bags, too many bags. Yeah, yeah. Too many bags, too many bags. Too many bags, too many bags. Yeah, yeah. Pure classic.
I hope y'all had a very good stretch break. That was a very good stretch break. I felt that one. Y'all felt that one too. Thanks, Classic, for all of the sounds that you hear when we play classic music. B-Class music, y'all. I appreciate that greatly. That was a nice video. Nice little flow. Nice little flow.
God damn, Jimmy. This some serious gourmet shit.
Yeah. Now y'all go, make sure that when y'all go over to the Classic Coast afternoon, y'all super chat him double because y'all let me play his music today, and y'all decided you wanted to hear it again. So thank y'all for the Cash App. You know who you are. You say you want to remain anonymous. I got that for you. No worries. But guys, it's that time for our last segment of the day. We're gonna do a little bit of talking about this. We don't know what's gonna happen. Y'all wanted me to bring it back, so I'm gonna let y'all help me choose. Okay, we're bringing back random story time of the day. You know, random story time of the day. We brought it back by popular request. We didn't do it for like 2 weeks. We're gonna do it today. Let's see what we find. All right, let's see what we got here, guys. We got dating older, something about in the jail cell. I can't see that one. Part 1. I cut off my best friend for calling me ugly to a guy. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. If y'all like one, say it in the comment section. I don't want that. Nope. Too many parts. Not narrating people's lives. The father of my child cheated on me with his mother, and now she's pregnant. That's perfect for today. Don't you guys think? Let's go.
Let me give you a story time on how I found out that the father of my child was cheating on me with his mother, and his mother ended up being pregnant. Yes, bitch. So this was about 5 years ago, and everything was going smooth, cool, calm, collect, whatever. One day I just was getting weird fucking vibes out of no fucking where from his mother. Like, is you cool, ho? So she walked up to me and she said, "Do you really love my son like you say you do?" And I'm like, where the fuck is this coming from? Remind you, I've been dating for fucking years. I'm like, what? Huh? In the back of my head, I'm like,
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Like, is this motherfucker finna propose? Because that's what I'm thinking about. Like, I ain't thinking about shit else. So I was like, yes. So after that, she didn't say shit. Like, days and days, months and months go by.
Good boy.
Every time we came over to the family house to go see her, she just took her nose up at me. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I tell the father of my child, and he was like, oh, it's nothing. She always act like that. Remind you, I've been in a relationship this fucking long, and I ain't never seen this type of reaction from her. What you mean she always act like this, bitch? No, the fuck she don't. Okay, so fast forward to she was asking me, she was like, where's my grandson? I was like, he's with my mother. Y'all, she stormed out, went in her car, and left. I'm looking like, what the fuck is the fucking problem? Like, remind you, a lot of shit been building up this whole entire time. But, I'm respectful. I ain't got time for all the rah-rah. I do not try to, disrespect my elders. That's not me. So, of course, the father of my child went and followed her. And I'm like, so I got his location. I got that location. Why the fuck do I see both of them are at a hotel? The only reason I know that both of them are in a hotel because I FaceTime him. And I said, are y'all okay? What is going on? What's the problem? So he was like, oh, no, we good. I just had to calm her down. We at a hotel, etc., etc. He flipped the camera. He showed it to me. I'm like, calm her down for what? What the fuck is going on? So she tried to make this big excuse like, oh, I wanted to see my grandson, but he's over there with your mother. Like, this is just not her motherfucking grandchild, too.
Yes, you did.
Like, are you cool? Reminded you, I'm a mother at the end of the day. I needed a motherfucking break. And yes, I got my motherfucking break. So, okay, boom. They end up coming back. It took them 3 hours to come the fuck back. I was blowing this man's phone like, where are y'all? I'm thinking like the worst of the worst gonna happen. Like somebody got in the rape. Like that's what I'm thinking. Cause like everybody just went MIA. Okay, remind you, it's nighttime now. They end up pulling up. So I'm nervous. I'm like shaking, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, are y'all okay? He was like, chill, yeah, we okay. I was like, okay, cool. So he was like, let's go home. I was like, okay, cool. Got in the car. Why in the fuck do I smell like a sex odor? A sex odor. Y'all know what the fuck that smell is. Nothing but pussy. So I was like, who been in this fucking car? I got the fuck up so motherfucking fast. I said, who been in this motherfucking car? He was like, nobody. The only person who been in this car was my mom. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? So I'm like, why the fuck do it smell like that in here then? He was like, oh, I don't smell shit. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? Like, you always doing this shit, trying to make an argument. Later. Narcissist. So I'm like, bitch, don't play with me like I'm dumb as fuck. Bitch, I smell pussy. Then I asked him, I said, so where the fuck is her car? If she was in the car. Like, I'm thinking like, this a lie now. Cause what the fuck is going on? What you lying? Why you lying for? So he ended up telling me her husband went and picked up the car and I dropped her off. I said, dropped her off where? This bitch gonna say, I dropped her off to my grandmama's house. Her mom. I said, okay. I'm quiet. Sitting in the car, we riding. We got like a good 30-minute drive to go home. So while we driving, the new model cars, it beeps when you ain't got your seatbelt on. So the motherfucker kept beeping and it would not stop. And it was because of me, I had my seatbelt on. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna put this bitch on. That's what I'm saying in my head. So I'm looking down and I see a fucking condom, y'all. A motherfucking condom. You know what? Just watch the next fucking video.
That's all
I'm
you had
eating
to
on this
say.
one. I need to cool the fuck off. Part 2 in the next fucking video. Let me give you a story time on how I found out.
I don't think we need to do a part 2. I don't think we need to do a part 2, but we can discuss this a little bit. I don't even know what to say. Like you got your man. You got your. You know what? We probably do. Let's see if we got it. Let's see if we got the part 2. You got your man. Done lost his damn mind because he is in a relationship with his mama and you. So let's see if this is it, if it's right here. She got 1,000 parts. Part 12, part 13, part 14. We only gonna do part 2, y'all. We're not gonna do nothing more than part 2.
Okay, y'all, this is part 2 of the father of my child cheating on me with his mother, and she ended up getting pregnant.
What up, Lisa? How you doing?
So while I was
Lisa
putting my
in the building?
seatbelt on, I looked down and I seen the condom. Me being a Scorpio, in that moment, I just wanted to react. Like, seriously. No explanations, just psyching the fuck out. And that's exactly what the fuck I did. So I got the wheel and I wrecked us the fuck out. The car is literally totaled the fuck out. Why the fuck you just did that? What the fuck is wrong with you? Are you fucking crazy? Da, 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 da. I'm quiet. Like, I'm so quiet to the point he never seen me like this. This man ain't never seen me like this. So he thinking in his head, like, you know, when you know your man, you can see the intimidation. Like, you can see, like, you know something. Y'all.
Right, she's still mad.
I got out the fucking car limping like a bitch. Got a fucking stick and picked the motherfucking condom up. And I just looked at him, hold it in my motherfucking hand, staring him down. Nobody isn't really hurt. I was just limping because
I don't remember
the way
asking you a
we got in the wreck,
goddamn
it hit my
thing.
side. It hit my right side. So I was kind of hurt just a little bit, but it wasn't like major. But the car, it was totaled. Y'all know how they quick to total out the fucking car.
Here, man.
So while I got the condom in my motherfucking hand staring at him, let me tell y'all what the fuck he said. This bitch gonna sit here and tell me, let's talk about it when we get home. When I tell you I just psyched the fuck out on him, like I really did, knocking his shit clean the fuck out. So a couple of minutes passed by and we still like brawling. He's not touching me. I'm the one laying hands. Somebody walk up to us and ask, is everything okay? Before I spoke and said anything, my ex said, yes, everything is fine. Everything is fine. I stopped fighting him. And I walked the fuck off. Literally. I walked to a gas station. So he's running after me. Keep trying to talk to me. Keep trying to get in my ear. I slapped the fuck out of him while I was walking. Get the fuck out my face. Don't say shit to me. So I'm at the gas station. And I text my mama and I said, call me as soon as possible. When I text something like that to my mom, she gonna call me then and there. So weird. I don't know. She did not fucking call. It took her goddamn 30, 45 minutes to call. So in that time span, I'm sitting at the fucking gas station on the fucking sidewalk crying. I'm only crying because I'm thinking like, I thought, life was going great. We wasn't having no problems, no issues. Like we was doing everything that we needed to do. I thought we was on the right track for marriage. So while I'm at the gas station, he's by his car. The police pulled up, of course. They asked what happened. He told the police that he was avoiding hitting a fucking deer guy. And he ran out the road and he hit some shit. So this whole time, the police ran shit up. They ran a report. Took me to the hospital, got cleared. I have not said not one thing to this bitch ass nigga. Like one fucking thing this whole entire time. So we get to the house. We got an Uber. And what I fucking did was start packing. I ain't say shit. I start packing my shit. While I was packing, he was trying to explain. Let me explain. It wasn't nothing. I promise you. It was my mother. He ended up slipping out and said it was my mother. I'm looking at him like, what the fuck you mean it was your mother? I thought you said you dropped your mother off.
Are you kidding?
What you mean? So he was like, I lied. I said, what? He said, yeah, I ended up lying. I said, why in the fuck would you lie about some shit like that? What the fuck happened? Like, are you fucking your mother? Yes, I asked him that. But I was being sarcastic because in the back of my head, I'm like, yes, ain't no motherfucking way he fucking your mom. He said no. I said, so where the fuck did this condom come from? What is going on? If you don't give me no answer, I'm about to leave. I don't know how the fuck he came up with this motherfucking answer, but he got an answer quick. And it was a fucking lie. Let me tell you what the fuck these bitch ass niggas did. Oh, so basically my mom and my dad been having problems or whatever, and she tried to use an excuse to basically leave and cheat. I'm like, bitch, stop lying. He was like, I swear to God, I'm not lying. I can call her right now. Call her. Call her, bitch. That's what I told him. Call her. So he called her. Had the phone on speaker. So the mom picked up the phone and she was like, hello? At this point, he's crying on the phone. So, of course, she's very hostile. What's going on? Is everything okay? He's crying. She's trying to leave me. Her not even knowing we just got in the whole fucking wreck and the car is gone. She's like, what's going on? Why is she trying to leave? So he ended up telling her she found the condom. And he was like, Mom, tell her this is your condom. She hung up the motherfucking phone. Y'all tell me why. 10 minutes later, knock. And guess who the fuck it was? Her motherfucking husband. Tune in to part 3 because this shit is so weird and so crazy. Like, I would have never expected some shit like this. Like, tune in.
Nah, Shorty got 16 parts of this. I ain't tuning in for the rest of that. Look, y'all, let me tell you something. Hold on, we got some chats in here. What's up, chat? Let's cater to the chat a little bit. Y'all been here this whole time. What's going on? We got... She said that F word hard. Yes, she did. Conversations with Sovereign. Black Mona Lisa said, I can't take it anymore. I can't eat it, Lisa. That was terrible, wasn't it? Diabolical stuff. Look, y'all, let's close this out, right? Okay, because this goes right back into the theme that we had earlier today. You know, is this appropriate? That's not how it's spelled. Whatever. Is this appropriate? No, it isn't. It's not appropriate at all. Fathers need to be fathers. Mothers need to be mothers. We are not in relationships with our kids. We are not. We're not in romantic relationships with our children. And if you say the things like, I put my kids first, then you are in a relationship with your kid. That's the truth. Whether you like it or not. I'm not here to massage your ego or to give you Mother of the Year award because you want to put your son first in front of everybody else. That's some trapped in the closet type stuff. Yes, it is. We can't even play trapped in the closet no more or even watch it because, he be touching kids too. We can't even do it. So I'm appalled. This is what we see as men when you guys do this with your kids. We see women who have no control over how their kids are going to grow up and have issues when it comes to other women. And there's a lot of men that you guys have been complaining about because their mothers were like this. They never got to grow into their manhood. And if you never get to grow into your manhood, you're going to become overly reliant on the mother-son relationship, the daughter-father relationship. No, I'm your dad, I'm your shepherd. I'm your mother, I'm your steward. All of these things that are coming through because we don't know how to have appropriate relationships with our kids and each other. You really need to go into your bag of tricks and ask yourself why you're trying to replace a man with your son, why you're trying to replace a woman with your daughter, and then question what your issue is. Because this next generation of kids should not have to deal with incest as a problem because you can't get your stuff together. That is the fruit of your loins, not for you to eat it. I mean that both literally and figuratively. So you guys can take that the way you want to take it. I think the report is closed on this. I think that the decision has been made. I think that we got a couple things that we got to do right now. And one of those things that we have to do is I have to show you how to find the rest of the Raw Society Coalition today, because the rest of them will be live today. Make sure you take a screenshot of this right now This is the Raw Society Coalition. This is the amalgamation, the Voltron, as you will, of all of us and our pilots of our mechs. The Raw Society Coalition has its own channel on YouTube, as well as all over social media and all the social links that you could possibly find. The Classic Codes, you guys heard some of BClass's, the Classic Codes music today. Make sure you check in with his stream this afternoon. Souls of Thought and the No Middleman podcast, they're going to be over there doing their thing. Uncle Plug TV, Conversations with Soft Rain, as well the First Lady of the RSC. Uncle Plug has been putting out a lot of stuff early in the morning as well as into the late afternoon. You guys check out Uncle Plug's channel and his stories that he's been telling lately. And then you have the TezDown. Now, guys, I'm telling y'all right now, the Queen's Codes is coming up as well as Throne Thursdays. You guys, if you are men, make sure you check in with Conversations with Soft Rain. Rain, if you are still in the building, please put down the links and the emails addresses that they need to do if they want to tap in and be a member of the show for that day. That is Throne Thursday. That is the men's show. And for the ladies, we have the Queen Codes with your boy Classic as the moderator. And he will be doing that very soon as well. Ladies, please send all of your inquiries to the links that are going to be on there. I am going to put the Discord channel in the screen, in the chat. So I'm going to put the Discord link in there for you guys to join the Discord. Discord's getting active, guys. We are still working on it, but it is getting active, and we are making sure that you guys get everything that you're going to get from us, as well as exclusive channels that are inside of the Discord. There are exclusive channels in there, as well as interviews that we have all done. And as you can see, it's busy over here right now. Tristan, what's up, Tristan? I see you in there posting stuff right there. Yeah, I feel you there. Oh yeah, Chanel and Kira, y'all are in there. Hey, Roxy's busy in there. Soft Rain is busy in there. I like this. I like what I'm seeing from you guys. That's fantastic stuff right there. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay, let me go ahead and put this back in here right now. Here is the Discord link. You guys can join us on Discord and to be a part of the Raw Society Coalition Discord channel. Make sure you guys go ahead and get some of that in there. That is some good stuff too. And you guys missed what we did in Chicago, and this is the recap that you guys are gonna.
Why you ain't say nothing? I'm only gonna do this once. You always knew I'd make it in the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? You believed in me the whole time, for real? Yeah. I couldn't tell. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times, couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Stages on moon getting bigger. Now you wanna say something. But watching my story all winter. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't call? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't? You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something. Put that on my soul.
So we got one more thing, guys. This will probably be my last stream of Black History Month, and I want to close it out with a woman by the name of Niles West, and her statement that she's gonna make after this. So let's get Niles West in here for the last Black History Month stream of the TezDown, solo. I'll probably still do a human experience this weekend, but the last Black History Month of the month, I will have a stream tomorrow, but it's going to be less focused because I started Black History Month early. But let's get Niles West.
History did not start with enslavement. Hey! Now they told me I don't need a mic. Do I need one? Okay, my grandmama was right. I got a big mouth. How y'all doing this morning? I'm Erica Gilchrist. I first want to say thank you for your unrecyclable time that you are going to spend with us today. We can't give that back to you, and you chose to be here. So I want you to give yourselves a round of applause for showing up today. I want you to learn how to trust your gut, your instinct, your voice. I don't care what you call that thing that's in here that tells you, ooh, you better speak up. You better do something about this. What I don't want you to listen to, this thing in your head that says, you're not good enough. What makes you think you can do that? You don't have to have it all figured out before you take action. Sometimes you won't know what to do until you take action. The steps get revealed to you the more that you move. You don't chase your dreams, you go get it. If you're chasing something, what is it doing? It's running away from you. So having a mentality of chasing anything, your dreams, a person, if they're running away, let them run. Y'all got your whole future ahead of you. Come on, let me give you some inspiration. How many of you all know who Mosiah Bridges is? By the time he was a teenager, he had made Time Magazine's list of 30 most influential teens. Shark Tank 2020. So let's talk about Kamora Freeland. At the age of 17, one of the youngest licensed Black pilots. You don't think it's possible? Fine, let's talk about Courtney Solomon. 11 years old. This baby made history by competing in the first ever nationally televised Black rodeo. You all don't think it's possible? Fine, let's talk about Alina Aleli. 13-year-old med school students. You don't think it's possible? Do you know what type of power flows through your veins? We are brilliant people. There is no limit to what it is that you can do. Remember that you are a descendant of greatness and that you are standing on the shoulders of your ancestors. We did not start in the United States. We have thousands of years of majesty and greatness and royalty. And I want you all to understand who you are so you can have a much stronger idea of where you're going and what it is that you're capable of.
So for everybody that's here, I want you guys to know that this Black History Month has been a eye-opening for a lot of things that are going on in the world, that are going on in our government, that our people have been through, and the brown people in the United States have gone through a lot over the last couple of years, and we're going to keep going through it if y'all don't stand up and do something about it. So stand up and do something, take action. Just singing songs and doing all that, that's not enough. We are Americans. We are here in this country, and we need to do more. You know what I mean? We need to do more. So with that being said, thank y'all for being here. I'm Tez. This has been the TezDown. I will see you guys this weekend. Hopefully tomorrow. I'll see you guys in the daytime or maybe just once. I don't know. It depends on what class I got going on. But we do have the human experience coming up. We've been cooking up a show all week for y'all. It's going to be good. We got some stuff that we gotta discuss. Me and him, rock it out. But make sure you check out the classic codes later on this afternoon. Make sure that you go ahead and get acclimated with that and tap in to the rest of the Raw Society Coalition. Y'all be missing Uncle Plugs all the time. Go check Uncle Plug out. Make sure you go over to Souls of Thought and take care of that, because he has a nuanced take over on the No Middleman podcast. You'll see Soft Rain over there doing her thing too. Guys, we just getting started. We're the future. We're the future. Y'all understand that, right? We're the future. And I'm gonna play a video to let y'all know what I think about us being the future here. Like we are the future. We really are. And I'm excited about where we're gonna go next and what we're gonna do next. And tap in with us. All the people that want to take us down, y'all are gonna lose. Y'all have no ability to stop what's coming. We're the future, not you. You're grifters. We're grinders. There's a very big difference. And if you want a little taste of the glory, you know where to find it. Everybody wants a little bit of a taste of the glory.
Don't you want a little taste of the glory? See what a face like.
You wish you knew what it felt like to be this good. You knew what it felt like to wake up like me. You wish you felt like this. You wish you could say this, the talk the way that I talk without having to justify anything that I say. You
I'm the Tez. I'm the Tez.
Welcome to the TezDown. Welcome.
I'm the Tez.
Mic check 1 2. Welcome. Welcome to the TezDown.